Hi, everybody. This is Jay Moore. I am the founder of the group, theordinarychristian.com. And I want to talk to, and the Ordinary Christian is designed to empower, encourage, and equip ordinary Christians to live powerful missional lives. Today, I want to talk to fathers. I want to get ready to share with you an important message. Father's Day is coming around the corner, and I want to share this important message about being a powerful missional father, missional leader of your home, for your children, for your wife. And so I got this really short little message that I want to give to you. It's based off of Joshua chapter 24, verses 14 through 15, when Joshua is addressing all of the Israel and reminding them where they've been, where God has brought them, and calling them to make a choice and to make a decision. And as a father, sometimes you're going to have to stand up and make decisions and choices that will guide and direct the affairs of your family to be intentionally choosing God. There was an old commercial that was out many years ago. It went like this: "Choosy mothers choose Jif," meaning Jif peanut butter for their kids. Well, my message to you is this: choosy fathers choose Jesus. Choosy fathers choose Jesus for their family. And so in Joshua chapter 24, verses 14 and 15, listen to what Joshua says to all of Israel as he shares with them. He says, "Now fear the Lord and serve him with all faithfulness. Throw away the gods your forefathers worshipped beyond the river and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your forefathers served beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites, whose land you are now living in. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord." He's addressing all of Israel, and he's telling them, choose who you're going to serve. Are you going to serve the God of Egypt? Are you going to serve the God of the Amorites in whom we live in now? Or are you going to do away with all those gods and serve the one true, living, breathing God? And he says, whatever your choice is, understand this: as for me and my what? My household, we will serve the Lord. Here's a father, Joshua, standing up in front of everybody and says, let it be known this day, as for me and the way I lead my entire household, the way I guide my household, my family, my wife, my kids, my grandkids, let it be known that we will serve the Lord God, the one true, living, breathing God, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. This is the God whom we are going to serve. And so, choosy fathers choose Jesus. Why? Because Jesus is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He is the one true, living, breathing God. You see, there is a choice you have to make as a father. Will you follow God, or are you going to follow the world? Are you going to follow the one true, living, breathing God? Or are you going to follow the God of this world? Mammon, money, or whatever else it is. It's a choice of whom you will lead your family to serve. What God are you going to lead your family to serve? Will they serve the God, or are they going to serve the world? Will they follow the ways of God, or are they going to follow the ways of the world? Guess what? They're going to follow your lead, Father. They're going to follow your lead. Are they going to go out and be intentional in sharing Jesus and shining the light of Christ in their neighborhood? Well, that depends a lot on you, Dad. Are you leading your family to serving God, to sharing their faith with other people? You see, not to make a choice is to make a choice. If you choose not to serve God, if you decide not to make a choice in serving God, you are making a choice not to serve God. You don't just fall into serving God. It's a choice. It's a choice that you need to make. In order to make that choice, Father, you must be the spiritual head of your family. This is a big one. Are you the spiritual head of your family? Or have you abdicated that responsibility off to your wife? You say, well, my wife takes our kids to church. Why? Why are you making that her responsibility? Why aren't you the one saying, we will go to church as a family? Why aren't you the one leading your church to have evening devotionals, daily devotionals? Why aren't you showing and teaching your children how to pray by demonstrating to them, by allowing them to see you pray? If you want your kids to love God with all of their heart, mind, soul, and faith, they need to see you loving God with all their heart, mind, soul, and faith. You see, we're talking about values. What's of importance here? What do we value as a family? And values are more caught than taught. Values are something we see exemplified in somebody else whom we respect, like our fathers. And if we see our fathers praying, our fathers reading the Bible, our fathers taking us to church and worshiping God, then we will say, you know what? That's important to my dad. So maybe it should be important to me. It's more caught than taught. And this is a choice to serve God. Understand this. It's a choice to serve God. Not a choice to go to church or a church or to fulfill some religious activity. We're talking about serving God, the one true living, breathing God. It's a choice to be obedient to God and His ways. It's a choice to developing an intimate, personal relationship with the one true living, breathing God, not just with you as an individual, Dad, but developing that relationship with God as a family. And you're the one who's bringing the family into the presence of God and leading your kids, being missional for your kids so that they can someday bring themselves into the presence of God and have their own relationship with Him. Happy Father's Day. But you have a responsibility. You have an obligation to your family, to your children, to introduce them to Jesus. You, Dad, you're the light of your family, the light of Christ for your family. How bright are you shining? And I want to encourage you, go shine the light of Jesus. Take care. God bless you. We'll see you next time on The Ordinary Christian.